contest with the Trailblazers. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge.
And they've done well in this matchup. I mean, 2-0 against them to this point, a win here, and they take the season series with a sweep in sight.
You know, they know what they can do against these guys. I think the key is you try to avoid complacency.
Inside, Mutombo. Here's Davis. Mutombo. Nobody near Granger. Hits it from three-point range. Granger's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Here's Roy. And too long on the shot. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. Tonight, a great backcourt matchup, Doris. When you were going up against another talented guard in college basketball, did that change your approach at all?
Well, you certainly knew when you were looking opposite somebody who had a skill set and a talent level that was going to challenge you for the full 48-minute game. And obviously, it raised the level of intensity. Your interest was peaked, and you want to show out against the best players. So certainly on the night you know you're going against an all-star type player, believe me, it's personal.
They take the challenge. All great players do. They want the challenge, don't they?
No doubt.
Here's Abdul-Rahim. He can't hit that time. Good work defensively by Carter. Wide open look. And it's Portland with the rebound.
An obvious blunder by the defense that they get away with. Somebody's supposed to be checking him. Boy, that's 0 for 3 in the early going. Just a little out of sync.
Now here's Paul. Brandon Roy unable to get his shot to go. Granger outside to the left wing. The shot by Carter. Nobody around. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Carter's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. To end the run. And it's sent back by Mutombo.
And the ferocity on display defensively here from Mutombo.
Shit, man, this is bullshit.
Just an incredible
Don't take you a long time.
And from the opening tip, they have been in complete control of this one.
Yeah, you know, it looks like they've wanted it more. Outstanding hustle and determination throughout.
For the Trailblazers, it's been a slow start here. Searching for their first points of the game. Here's Irving. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Guys, how good is Kyrie Irving at shielding off defenders and getting the soft shot up on the drive?
It's an 8-point differential. And it's Dragic with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the Trailblazers making a change here. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Granger left side. Back to Davis. Inside. Kicks it out to Paul. Granger outside. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Davis. And he uses the glass on the layup. Davis has got his first points of the night.
And guys, they've come out and established a rhythm. And also their play calling has been on point.
Yeah, I think that's exactly how they built this lead. They played as one, shared the basketball, running their offense to perfection.
Granger from outside. No good. And it's Portland the other way. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
Yeah, sprinting end to end, but under control. That's the key.
No, exactly right, Greg. You can't go too fast. He pulled that off in brilliant fashion.
To the paint. Out to Carter. Bangs home the trifecta. Carter's got 6.
Heating up early on. This is exactly how he wanted to start the night.
You're right. I mean, he's found his rhythm early. The defense has got to do a better job guarding him from this point on.
Now here's Paul. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Shoots. Tries again. Back to Davis. Kicks it out to Paul. Ranger from outside. Here's Mutombo. And finally they hit one.
Yeah, second chance points. Gotta love the way they attack the offensive glass there, even with a huge lead.
I'll tell you, Greg, there's no let-up in how they play. They want to dominate every aspect, and that includes second chance points.
It's Vince Carter on the wing. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
So both teams making some changes here.
Yeah, Carter just a freak of nature, one of the best dunkers the game has ever seen, a top-tier shooting guard who just embraces the spotlight.
And that was a risky pass. Fortunate that the D didn't get that one. It was in the air for a long time.
Jackson looking it over. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
.15 left in the first. Here's McAdoo. The shot's good. Roy making the play. McAdoo's got his first 2 points.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Well, and guys, that's what he wanted to avoid. A second foul before the end of the opening period.
Both free throws good from Red.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Portland moving the ball over. Pass to Abdul-Rahim. And it's blocked by Dang. Carter outside. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Attacking the rack to great effect.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as he'd like.
The Trailblazers shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
Roy hits them both. Confident play we're seeing out of him.
Yeah, and the scoreboard tells the story.
And he dunks it down.
And really focused on establishing dominance down low. And guys, it's working.
Oh, no doubt. I think they've controlled the paint. They've used their size and strength to get off any shot they want.
On the wing, Johnson. Pass to Roy. And then Roy with the jam.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't.
His only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Here's Red. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the visiting team with a... 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. And their ability to get point. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
And through that first period, for me, their work on the glass has been the difference.
Well, they are pounding away on the backboards. Every time that ball goes up, they are ready to go after it.
Here's Rivers. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. Trailblazers trailed by 14. There's Dragic with the three. Now here's Rivers. Red with the ball. And it's Johnson picking him up. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Doris, when you talk about coaching, aside from wins and losses, how can you gauge if a coach is doing a good job?
Well, you make a great point, Kevin, because if an organization is in a rebuild situation, then winning is almost impossible because you're outgunned and outmanned every single night. So to evaluate those coaches, here are the things I would look at. One, are you maximizing the talent at your disposal? Are your player development skills at such a degree that you're seeing incremental improvement from the guys on your roster? And then ultimately, Kevin, are guys playing hard? Are they competitive every night? Even if the wins don't necessarily show in the box score and at the end of the, the regular season, the reality is, are you playing hard? Are you competitive?
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
I'll tell you, you've got to admire the energy. This guy really wants to put this one away.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Time call here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
Yeah, just ice cold right now from the floor. Time to regroup.
I think, Greg, they look lost and they look frustrated. Not sure how they're missing so many shots right now.
Getting there somewhere.
Trailblazers trailed by 18. Here's Irving. Here's Kellogg. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And gobbled up that rebound and went straight into attack mode on the putback.
He is one of the most determined rebounders, guys, we have got in the NBA.
The tireless work ethic, the passion. He's a guy the team relies on for that.
And that one is good.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Fred misses. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for Portland. It's a 16-point game. Off they go on a 3-on-1 break. Basket, good. Ulis has got his first points of the game.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty.
The shot's good.
The handles, the burst, almost impossible to stay in front of Kyrie on the drive.
That's how you gonna fix it. Yeah, you can fix it around me. Cocker spaniel.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Down low. Mutombo.
Damn.
Good, and Paul gets the assist. Mutombo's got 6 points.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Irving from long range. And no good that time.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Trailblazers trailed by 18. Jackson drives in. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. G League last season experimenting, Doris, with coaches' challenges of certain calls during games. You see that perhaps moving over as well to the NBA?
Kevin, my understanding on this is that across NBA ownership, there is real momentum to allow for a coach's challenge. And I think it's commonplace to see teams argue a call. When it's all said and done, we want to get things correct. And so maybe you see this happen in the G League. And what's the carryover to the NBA? I don't know, but I can tell you unequivocally, ownership wants to see a coach's challenge in the NBA at some point.
And I think, Doris, anytime you can make those coaches do more, put more on the line, just adds to the intrigue of the game.
No question.
And the wide open shot from Green. Pass to Mutombo. Paul, no one around him. No good with the triple. Outside Jackson. And Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it. Yeah, the defender all over it.
So he picks up just one from the line that time.
And no doubt Paul is still a top-tier point guard, a determined defender, and of course a remarkable distributor.
Pass to Carter. And it's sent back by McAdoo. Three-pointer, Granger. Trailblazers trailed by 19. Here's Jackson. Danny Granger pulls it in.
Well, I'll tell you, it hasn't been his best quarter, but we know he won't get discouraged. This guy will keep grinding.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, it is the era of positionless basketball, but how exactly did we get here? Well, new defensive rules at the turn of the century encouraged face-up scoring, motion-based offense, and guard play over isolation and post-ups. As a result, offensive roles have become more interchangeable.
It has become a positionless game now. David, thank you very much. To the middle, and it's to Kembe with the jam.
And how about Mutombo there with the completion of that alley-oop? He has terrific chemistry with his teammates.
To the inside, and stolen by McAdoo. Outside Jackson. 30 seconds left here in the second. Granger with the rebound.
Affecting the shot in a big way there. Excellent defense.
Well, you talk about getting into the space of the shooter. This is how you defend the paint.
Here's Mutombo. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
And Mutombo, a defensive force, a long, intelligent player who plays well on both ends of the floor.
For three, Roy. Mutombo grabs the board.
Oh, I gotta get a new PlayStation or something. This is some bullshit. I can't get no greens.
Carter down low. And so it's the visiting team.
I can't get no greens. Niggas shooting short.
As the quarter wraps up. Their defense has been active and
bullshit.
effective.
This shit frustrating as shit.
Got more in store for
These
you
niggas running
right
down shoot how they want to. I can't do a damn thing about it. I can't do shit but just run out. Same game. I start off up close, then all of a sudden the shots, they start hitting threes. I can't hit them, I'm down.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Shot from the inbound. Carter with the block.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Get this shit.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That free throw, no good. He hits the second from the line. And so here's Portland. On the wing, Johnson. Pass to Abdul-Rahim. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson. Abdul-Rahim's got his second bucket tonight.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything. And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. On its way from Irving for 2. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound.
Yeah, bad shot there. Trust is lacking. You got to be willing to make the extra pass.
I'm not sure why he doesn't continue to move the basketball. Would have served that team much better.
And the shot is good from Johnson.
I think the one constant with Tom Thibodeau is you can always hear his voice the entire game. Doesn't matter if you're up 20 or down 20, you will hear Tom Thibodeau on the sideline.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving.
Well, that's an example of 2 teammates on a different page. They're both looking at each other like, hey, what was going on there?
Here's Paul. 6 points for him. And hearing Coach Tom Thibodeau, some have described his voice as part growl, part bark.
He's very intense, Kevin, and I think the one thing you know about Tom Thibodeau, he likes to say, there is a price to pay. It's all about the work you put in.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Both teams will make substitutions. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Michael Redd on the wing. Paul surveying the floor. Shoots over Dragic. Paul can't get it to go.
Boy, that's just the kind of tight defense you need to play on him. Any kind of room at all, and he'll bury
God,
it.
no.
Dragic with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second personal foul.
So it's the visitors now. Carter outside. Over Johnson. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off
Shoot how the fuck they want. I can't do none of that shit.
14 points for Vince Carter. Pass to Abdul-Rahim. On the wing, Johnson. The shot. Portland again missing.
Well, with the defense laying off him, you know he's going to pull the trigger. They're lucky he didn't burn him.
8 seconds, god dang.
Down low. Here's Granger. Oh, and the jam by Granger.
I love to see them pound it inside like that, not settling for the...
So what?
And the dunk by Grant.
You know, he's got a lot of length, and right there, he needed every inch of it.
That's true, G.A., you're right. You know, we really don't know that much about him in that department, but my goodness, when he gets up, he can go.
I like this aggressiveness from him. He saw an opportunity and did not hesitate.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Just great timing on that play, too, guys. Makes it impossible for the defense to react.
It's right outside. Portland grabs the miss. And Dragic has it in the corner. Back to Johnson. A 3-ball.
This is
No good from
bullshit,
Dragic.
man.
Well, you see the struggles he's having getting anything to go.
Yeah, I mean, he's obviously cold right now, but he's trying to find that rhythm. You've got to keep working.
We've got 1:55 left to play here in the third. Here's Hibbert. Got a piece of it. Here's Jackson. And he banks in the layup. Jackson's got 6 points.
I'll tell you, the feed puts him in prime position to convert. The assist was where it needed to be.
Straight up.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Well, Doris, for rookies, beyond skill, what attributes do you think they need to have an early shot at success?
Yeah, I think one of the things that you always wonder about, and one of the great players in history, Kevin Garnett, talks about the impact that other older players had on him. Sam Mitchell, when he first arrived in the league. They taught him the work habits necessary to succeed at a high level. So the first thing you'd have is commitment to work. And the second thing is the right temperament. An NBA season spans 82 games over 6 months. There will inevitably be ups and downs. And how do you weather both of those things, Kevin?
And the slam dunk by Johnson.
I'll tell you, the feed puts him in prime position to convert. The assist was where it needed to be.
The finish. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Fantastic anticipation. Then he shows major explosiveness converting at the other end. That's not a bad plan of action right there, guys. Attack the defense in the paint.
Over in the corner, Green. They get it back. Lays it up and banks it in.
He just punishes you on the backboard. I mean, it's pretty deflating for a team trailing big and still giving up second chance.
You know, I think he senses a team on the ropes, and he's looking to put them away. That killer instinct is shining through once again.
And here are the Blazers. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Pass to Dragic. Left side, Williams. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Williams has got his first basket.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
To the middle. And it's slammed in by Davis.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. And so it's the visiting team rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up a quarter. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because and we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Now Ulis. Doris, for both charting game action and improving player health, the players now are being tracked by the player tracking devices or chips in their jersey during a game.
I love it, Kevin, because what it enables teams to do is measure the impact and the toll it can take on a player. For example, we now know that player X ran 5 miles on this particular night in this game action environment. And what that affords you is, okay, if you have a back-to-back situation, then you're going to be more careful with that player's minutes the next night. Or if it's an off day, Kevin, you can just say to that player, listen, unless we're doing a walkthrough, you're not involved. I want you off your feet and recovering. Anything that helps the competitive environment that these players are playing in, I'm all for it, Kev.
That was an excellent example. I like that. Can't hit from 12. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for Portland. Got a piece of it. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
Well, still a young point guard, but this guy known for being a very strong leader. Tyler Ulis has talent, and he can manipulate pick and rolls. So important in the NBA. No good on the second free throw. And
Tyler, you was the 34th pick in 2016. Greg out of Kentucky, where he set the single-season assist record with 7 a game.
Yeah, and at 5'10", that small stature is obviously a concern. But in his young career, he's shown flashes. But he's going to have to shoot it better if he's going to succeed long-term.
He just powered that one down. One of the game's top dunkers. Pass to Green. Puts it up from 15. Here's Hibbert. Rivers gets a wide open look. Cans it from downtown. Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play. And he wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble there.
Nope, up and in with a one-hand finish, the most basic possible. You know, a lot of people schedule the NBA, Doris, and they think, you could eliminate back-to-backs of teams that face each other 4 times in a season, do a 2-game series in each city. It's kind of a baseball-type feel. Would you support that?
You know, it's an intriguing possibility to me, Kevin, because, one, it would cut down on travel, which obviously would make things a little bit better and easier for players. The travel schedule is taxing, particularly on back-to-backs. And so I don't know if there would be an opportunity for Adam Silver to maybe somehow run a test case. Would you be willing to put it in for a season, see how it fits in the overall context of the season? But it is an intriguing idea, and we are trying to improve the product no matter which way we go.
And then Roy with the jam.
And a good example there of why it's important to change ends quickly.
Well, that's how you attack in transition. Remarkable effort, getting as high percentage a look as you can really get.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take.
Well, that's an example of 2 teammates on a different page. They're both looking at each other like, hey, what was going on there?
Here's the Trailblazers with the ball. Pass to Williams. And we're about 3 minutes into the 4th quarter. Roy from outside buries the long-range jumper. Roy's got 5 points now this quarter.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Williams with the block. Pass to Irving. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And the slam by Williams.
And looking a lot better now, but still a long way to go to get back into this one.
Yeah, but this run started with tighter execution at both ends, and that'll need to be maintained for them to have a chance to take the lead.
And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Come on, that is remarkable work from Kyrie. Ridiculously crafty at how he gets into the defense and draws the foul.
Yeah, you can't let this kind of run continue. Really need to go back to the basics.
No, exactly. I think it's impossible to let this momentum continue. Let's see what they can come up with in the timeout.
Nigga scared of nigga do something with you. Nigga retarded. Yeah, you conscious.
4th quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Paul with the ball. Intercepted. And Brandon Roy with the slam.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
And there's the call on Roy. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Here is Paul. Inside. Can they get it? Davis. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
It feels like that one could be the dagger. Not enough time to completely erase this deficit.
Well, Greg, it's going to be tough, that's for sure. A shot like that has to devastate the other team.
Now a timeout called by Portland. Vince Carter really making a difference here.
Boy, he's been relentless, and to this point, they haven't had an answer for him on the inside. Let's see if if they make some adjustments coming out of the timeout.
Tipped away. There's a minute 47 left to play in the final quarter. Johnson with it, and Granger picks him up defensively. Pass to Abdul-Rahim. That's in there. Johnson with the assist.
And you know what makes Abdul-Rahim so hard to handle in that low post is the number of moves he has. It's just a matter of which one is he going to use. And that kind of sums up the defensive effort we've seen here tonight, guys.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. Indoors last summer, we saw the inaugural season of the NBA 2K League. Over half the league's franchises fielding teams. It looks to be the start of something very special and very unique.
No doubt, Kevin. And the NBA has always been an organization at the forefront of embracing technology. And the reality is there is a huge market for this. The younger generation gets just as excited with how their virtual home team is doing in the standings. Big things on the horizon for the NBA 2K League, and you better not square up against me, Kev. You got no shot.
Okay. I've recorded that comment. Down low, and Davis throws it down.
And that's the dagger right there, really the nail in the coffin.
I think it might have a few nails already in it, but you're right. This game is all but official at this point.
Johnson outside. Tumbo grabs the board.
And it's not easy to get those stops at the rim, but he does a great job with it.
Yeah, he can make it look simple on the interior when it's really not. He knew exactly how to guard on the inside.
Count it. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 10 assists.
And on the road, silencing the crowd. What a dominant performance.
Well, they took control of this game from the outset, a commanding all-around performance and an important road win.
Back to Paul. To the middle. And it's Dikembe with the jam.
And this is how you close out a game, not taking any chances.
Well, you can't have any room for error late in a game like this, so they put the finishing touches in style. I love how they closed.
To the inside. And it's slammed in by Davis.
And the future Hall of Famer loves to dish the rock. Paul has a pass-first mentality. He makes everyone around him better.
And the technical free throw is good.
Long Bang, Steven Jackson, Michael Red.
They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Davis. Deflects the pass. Here's Abdul-Rahim. It counts. And so the road team gets the W in this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight said